YouTube, what's going on? It's your favorite Misfit FM checking back in. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far, because we're talking predictions for the upcoming Boruto chapter dropping next week on Friday, July 19th. Before hopping into today's video, as always, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so you're up to date on anything I drop Misfit FM wise. And also check out the links in the description for any other needs you're looking for, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, or hell, even you want to check out my portfolio. That being said, let's get in predictions talking about the next chapter Boruto. Obviously, I do this every time before chapter. I drop a little prediction video, give you guys some ideas of what I'm thinking could happen, could not happen in the next Boruto chapter. My first prediction is going to be the same prediction I gave in the last prediction video, where I'm basically saying, hey, Boruto, Kawaki, we need to team up. The reason being is because let's be honest here. In terms of who we're facing here now, Boruto, don't get me wrong, Boruto's OP. Boruto can probably take on a lot of opponents, probably cook a lot of your typical shinobi, but with the Utsuzuki and these clones here specifically, that could be a problem. And 1v2 might seem cool and sound cool, and I love to see it. We gotta also factor in, like, Kawaki needs a W here. And I know that kind of sounds pretty sad saying that, or like, bro, why does Boruto need to help Kawaki get a W? Not really helping him, but realistically, Kawaki just needs a moment where he looks good. Because so far in Two Blue Vortex, I mean, I can't really name moments where Kawaki looked good. It's either physically he gets cooked, or someone hits him with some talking jutsu and just makes him verbally get cooked bad. And it's like, I don't know where the distinction is between how bad he's been shown so far in like Boruto. And what I mean by he need to look good is, like, let's be fair, in this current manga right now so far, like, I can't name a moment where Kawaki looked good, or like he looked like dominant, or like in a way he just looks like someone who can actually be a problem. We know he can be a problem because obviously we know his powers, we know what his arsenal is full of, and we don't know obviously what type of training he did during the time skip. From the looks of it, he barely did much, like, or not as much that he can like hold himself accountable or hold himself versus any of the threats they're facing right now. Like, dude, if him and Code fought right now, I really think Code would win. And even considering what we know about Code right now, it's like, bro, I genuinely think Kawaki needs a W. And hey, team up is in any anime or manga is always good to see. Obviously with Boruto and Kawaki, we know they're a good dynamic duo, and the powers they have, it could be a cool moment to have in the manga, and it could be the beginning of the changing of Kawaki's position from taking L's to W's. And obviously to what degree he gets W's also is concerned to me, because again, he could get W's through like brutally murdering someone, but respectfully, I think Kawaki needs to get some W's. Like I said, I've been saying this for a couple months now, that basically Kawaki needs going to go through a series of L's because Code's out of the picture. Someone needs to take the L's, give it to Kawaki, and eventually Kawaki will get his W's. Because, like, dude, again, I mention this all the time, that outfit he wears in the final confrontation that we got in the first chapter of Boruto back way back in like the 2017-16 era, his outfit's different than one he's wearing right now. At some point he gets a power up again, or maybe a new perspective or whatever, that allows him to basically look like the final boss. But right now he does not look like the final boss. He looks like a chump, and we need to change that. And obviously, I'm not speaking as a Kawaki fan. I enjoy him, but I'm not really a fan of him. I think a W right here with a team up with Boruto would help him so much. And obviously Boruto don't need much W's. He got plenty already, so you know, he could take a little L here and there, but not too much. I don't need nobody I like getting murked up. Just keeping that for sure. Next up on my prediction scale, I want to see Kashin and Koji make an appearance if things turn south for Boruto and Ko. And what I mean by that is, like, look, I feel like a lot of people have been speculating we might get a 1v2 because one of the covers, if you haven't seen yet, I'll pop it up right here. One of the covers kind of highlighted basically Boruto facing off all of the clones by himself, which is fair considering technically from everyone we can think about that could face the clones, only Boruto, Kawaki, yes, you still got to count him. Like, I get he's getting cooked, but he's still a powerful individual. You throw Delta in there because she has some usefulness. Daemon, because it's Daemon, he's him. Well, I need to see him actually being him, but we know he's him. And Ada doesn't really have any combat prowess, so I don't expect her to fight unless she's been hiding some crazy OP abilities. By all means, I'll throw Sadara in there because again, her Mangekyo Sharingan could be the key to solve all this, or maybe a future conflict, or maybe omnipotence, we don't know. But outside of them, those individuals I named, I don't see anyone else being able to combat the clones. And I say that so that, okay, hey, let's bring in Kaijun in the mix. Let's say Boruto is about to fight off or fighting off against now Jura and Hidari. It's gonna be a hard fight. But I know how OP Boruto is. I know know how many times I highlighted him in posts, videos, you name it, even on social. It's gonna be a hard fight. So I think the best route is to maybe, if he's struggling, Kaijin makes an appearance, plays like the team up element if they're in the event Kawaki doesn't want to team up with Boruto, which may happen. You know, Kawaki doesn't obviously have a clear view of Boruto and vice versa, so it can happen. I just personally would love to see what Kaijin's been up to training wise, if he's done anything new. If it's the same old, I'm fine with it. It's just Kaijin's pretty cool. I love seeing him in the manga and also in the anime too, when he fought against Jura. But Kaijin is always a good plus to see in the manga regardless. If he ends up fighting in this case or coming in to make a save or rescue, I wouldn't knock it. Prediction 3, I can see a Sakura appearance. Here's why. Obviously they could do a brief maybe page or two where they're showing Inojin getting worked on by Sakura after, you know, yes, Himawari did heal him back, seal the wound, but they still need to get checked on. So they could show a brief moment where maybe Sakura and Ino watching from afar, because that's her son, getting looked on and everything, because obviously Ino would be more comfortable if her best friend, who also is one of the head medical shinobi of the village, is looking over her son, because you know the damage he could have taken is way extensive and could need a clear eye. So this could be a great way to see Sakura. If she gets some dialogue, cool, but again, there's just a way to see Sakura to, you know, not appease the fan base of Sakura, but more specifically just to see her. Like I wouldn't knock it. I'm a big Sakura fan myself. Like I said, I'm biased, and I'll acknowledge my bias. I love Sakura, but at the same time, if she's needed and this is a good way to show her just for a brief second or two, by all means. But that's just something I was thinking about that they could do if they wanted to go that route, or just, you know, throw some random medical shinobi in there and just, you know, have not Inojin, but Ino there, you know, watching on as they work on them. My last prediction, because, you know, I had an extra one in there, is basically Boruto 1v2. He's basically taking on Hidari and Jura. I generally think it might happen, because I mean Jura is just at an empty battlefield. He's gonna head to Hidari anyway. So, and in the event that Kawaki doesn't want a 1v2 or team up, it's gonna be a 1v2, and Boruto is gonna have his work cut out for him, because like Boruto, I don't think he has to struggle at some point. And I say that because we've seen Boruto briefly struggle, because, you know, we know that him and Karma don't mix. It could be a situation where if Kawaki's using his Kama and then Boruto's around him, this could end pretty badly. We could see Momoshiki at that point, or something way worse. We don't know. We don't know how bad it gets this time around if Boruto loses the control of his body. We do know that it's bad enough that Kaijin was like, hey, you gotta get away from Kawaki. Like, we can't have that. So it might have happened during a time skip and it was pretty bad and they had to figure out something around that. But we know for sure that Momoshiki's probably still there. To what degree does Momoshiki is aware of what's going on, like what he knows about the time skip, all that stuff, we don't know. But when we get there, it's gonna be a cool moment, and obviously I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on anything I talked about with any of my predictions, because that's about does it for me. Obviously I keep my videos pretty short, sweet, to the point. I don't want to keep you here for as long as you want. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video or anything I mentioned, hey, leave a comment to ask me any questions you have or anything you want to talk about, and also leave a like on the video. This is all from me, so thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and also the rest of the week. Make sure you check out the link in the description for all my lovely socials. You can check me out and follow me on there to follow my adventures. And also, if you look for anime needs, I got you there as well. Thank you so much. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next one, where we talk about Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 12. And if, for those wondering why I'm sweating, fun heat waves coming through, and you know, it's fun times in the US of A. It's 97 degrees for context right now when I'm recording. So have fun. Take care. Peace out, guys.